You ready for me to go?
Yeah, sure, because I'm streaming right now. So.
Okay. Then I'll start our audio and
Your sound right there.
here we go. This radio broadcast of Melissa Cardinals High School Athletics is a special presentation of the Melissa Cardinals Network. Thank you for listening.
To compete at the highest level, you need reliable teammates to share the load, strong leadership, and unquestionable character. It's true in athletics, and it's true with financial services. At Independent Bank, we understand success on the field is a result of unseen hours of hard work and preparation long before the first whistle. Visit any of our branches and you'll find local bankers invested in the community, committed to building strong business partnerships and helping families reach their financial goals. Independent Bank is proud to be a part of Melissa Student Athletics. Go Cardinals! Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Good evening and welcome to the Melissa Cardinals Network. This is Trey Graham, Coach Kenny Deal, joining you on Thursday night for JV football as we begin our 2020 home season with a new feature, audio broadcast and video broadcast. We bring you this test broadcast tonight. First ever time to broadcast JV football, getting you ready for tomorrow night's varsity action. We're going to bring you some JV football action tonight. So thank you for joining us live right here on the Melissa Cardinals Network.
Are you looking for a roofing company to take care of your roofing needs? Well, look no further. We're an experienced, reliable company that's locally owned and operated here in Melissa. We'll always put our customers first. Blue Star Roofing and Restoration. Give us a call, 972-388-7895. We love to give you a free estimate, and we work with all insurance companies. That's Blue Star Roofing and Restoration, 972-388-7895. We have blue in our name, but red in our hearts. Go Cardinals. George James has been part of Melissa for 30 years and wants to say thank you to all of his clients and friends who have trusted him to buy and sell their homes. George has been honored as the magazine's best real estate agent and the #2 realtor in the nation with Hillwood Communities. George knows the ever-changing local real estate market inside and out, and he would love to help you with your next decision. Whether buying or selling, George will take care of you and your family. Call him today at 214-536-9994 or online at georgejames79.com. George James says, Go Cardinals!
This is Reed Greer, Mayor of Melissa, Texas. You're listening to the Melissa Cardinals Network. Go Cardinals!
Thank you to Reed Greer. We do welcome you to Thursday night football on the Melissa Cardinals Network. Trey Graham, Kenny Deal, stat man Ross Graham, our equipment man John Graham. We got all kinds of folks here in the booth. We got all kinds of technical advisors giving us some advice. This is our test broadcast for the brand new audio and video system set up. Coach Kenny Deal, there's a Melissa Cardinals Network record number of cords in this place right now.
That's awesome.
That's all you got to say?
That's awesome.
Okay,
So
all right.
at least we can handle that, Trey. And you know, I just rushed in the booth, and after being here for 7 seconds, it's quite a bit cooler in here than the experience we had last week.
Well, you went there already.
Already.
Your first sentence.
It's off my chest. I'm good to go now.
Your first sentence is Salina's not nice to me. Okay, that's fair. All right, well, we are not in the Orange Palace tonight. We are at our home stadium, Cardinal Stadium, Thursday night. Again, this is our test broadcast. If you are listening on the Melissa Cardinals Network audio feed, then you can only hear audio. But if you are on YouTube Live, then you are seeing the game action. This is the JV football game between Sunnyvale and your Melissa Cardinals, the first official JV football game of the year. Melissa and Salina had a JV scrimmage last Thursday, but this is a JV official game, their first of the year. And we are late in the first quarter. Cardinals down by 2 touchdowns. 13-0 is the score. If you are listening, you already know this, but maybe you need to know, and that is you go to youtube.com and search for Melissa ISD. This is what you're going to do tomorrow night. You will be able to search for Melissa ISD, find the Melissa Live feed, and you will be able to watch the action as well as listen in our normal radio feed and the video portion added along to it. And again, we've got all the smart technical people that are working with us to get everything set up. And we don't want to give away all of our joy and celebration of beating Salina. We'll save that for tomorrow, but you can't go a microphone without celebrating. So
I can talk about that tomorrow night.
You can
as
do it.
well. So we
you
can
do it
we
both.
Can start now.
Well, go right ahead. Then
we can finish tomorrow. That was a great night, and so we can discuss that more. And and I didn't realize that, Trey, that I've heard different stories that we were a 19-point underdog or a 17-point underdog, and Rick Renner said we were underdogs, or it was it was an upset victory, Melissa, and that just really surprised me. I had no doubt that we would go over there and win.
One so-called expert said it was Salina by 22.
Wow.
You should have bet the Gatorade on that one, Coach.
Yes, sir.
But your thoughts? Now, we did have some injuries. We'll talk about that tomorrow. And we may have had a world record number of punts in the game between both teams. So there was first game jitters, of course. But it was the 4-game winning streak, 4th in a row over Salina. All-time series record, now tied 5-5 between the two teams, which means, for all you math majors out there, it used to be 5-1. Salina was in the lead, and now it's 5-5. And it was a big win for Coach Nally and the varsity team last Friday over there in the Orange Palace. And we're going to invite the Sunnyvale Raiders to come to town tomorrow. Their JV team is on the field right now at the end of the first quarter. Cardinals trail 13-0. And the JV squad is going to begin their second quarter of action right now. And again, we're here to just talk football because that's what we do. Whether the camera's rolling or not, we talk football. But we invited you guys in here to join with us this evening so we could test our system to make sure it's all ready to go for tomorrow evening. And it'll be really a historic night. First time we've ever been able to bring you video with the Cardinals. And, of course, we'll mention all of this tomorrow, but this is because of a 1-year special allowance given by the UIL due to COVID attendance restrictions. And just in case you're not in the stadium with us right now, we're not quite bumping up on that 50% capacity mark right now, Coach.
No, sir, not tonight.
No,
not tonight.
There's some social distancing going on tonight on Thursday, but tomorrow night is a 50% restriction.
And I would say, just quick glance, everybody's doing a great job out there. I believe it's only really truly families sitting together, and then between those rows that are open, you have spacing in between the families. So that's a decent job, and not, again, it's probably 50% on mask being worn.
So tomorrow evening, of course, there'll be a larger crowd for a varsity matchup, but there is a 50% capacity rule. So if you're a local Cardinal fan, you do have to pre-purchase your tickets. There's only electronic ticketing. You go to the melissaisd.org website to find that under the athletics department. And so because of the attendance restrictions, the UIL has allowed a 1-year allowance, 1-year permission to present live video broadcasts. There's no restrictions on audio, of course. And so that's what we get to do. And we've got Debbie Crawford here and the rest of the smart folks who are getting all of the technology set up for us to do this. And we are glad to test it out tonight for some JV football. And we'll be ready for tomorrow night's game. If you're watching, that was Carson Maynard, freshman number 8, on the punt return for the Cardinals. We are in the early portions of the second quarter. Melissa trails 13-0 in this JV game. And, Coach, we don't do much JV, at least on the air. We usually sit up here and just watch. But on the air, we don't do it often. So let's do the coaching philosophy. Why do you have a JV team? What is your goal? What's Matt Nally doing? He's not coaching. He's observing. What's the whole thought process behind a freshman team and a JV team?
And actually, Trey, you can even back that up to 7th grade now, to where that if you ever been to a 7th grade B game, even you're going to see the same offense being ran. You're going to see the ball being thrown. You're just really going to see the playbook all the way through our system. And, the 7th grade feeds into the 8th grade, 8th grade feeds into the freshmen, and then the freshmen into the JV. And there's quite a few freshmen on the field tonight. They're starting with your starting quarterback, and you mentioned Carson Maynard, who's also a freshman. And those kids had great success on the junior high level, and that should really continue into the high school ranks as well as they grow and develop.
And there are opportunities, of course, for players to get promoted if they show themselves well on the freshman team or the JV team. They can be promoted to the varsity. Sometimes that's due to injury on the varsity level. Sometimes it's due to performance. Cardinals have a deep pass down the left sideline into the end zone. That pass was from Walker Overman, intended for Kennedy Brantley. Incomplete pass. And so we were talking about the theory of JV football a moment ago, and the Cardinals have 2 freshman teams, a red and a black. And so there are 4 football teams in your Melissa Cardinals program, varsity, JV, and 2 freshman teams. There's a post pattern into the middle of the field. It's going to be intercepted by the Raiders. It'll be a turnover by the Cardinals offense, and the Raiders will take over at their own 4-yard line, leading 13-0 in the second quarter of this JV game. So, again, we continue to bring you this test drive of our Cardinals equipment, and we're not going to be on the air that much longer, but we wanted you to see how it would work. We wanted to see how it would work, and just technology keeps advancing every single day, and the opportunity to bring this to you is something we knew you were looking forward to. We've had requests all these years for video broadcasting, but it wasn't allowed by the UIL, so in the chance to do it for this one season, we're doing it.
That's very exciting. It'd be very exciting, Trey, for all the grandparents, and just we've had a great following over the past 13 years, and former students in the military and people on vacation, just all across our nation and all across the world. From Germany to I think even we had a viewer from Australia, listener, I should say, and so now they can actually see the game live on YouTube, and that is very exciting technology, and then even for football junkies that we can go back and look at these games on YouTube and to watch, and so it's very exciting across the whole state of Texas. So that's one small little positive that we're having experience through this COVID pandemic.
Cardinals stopped the Raiders on that play, brings up a second down and long. The Raiders are at their own 1-yard line. They're going to try to get out of their own end zone, and they are able to stay on the positive side of the goal line. It's going to be 3rd and long coming up. And we do need to talk about, the game of the week, which after the Melissa Cardinals in Sunnyvale, there's a lot of big high school games going on, but of course that would be Army and Middle Tennessee State coming on Saturday afternoon at historic Mikey Stadium. I'm sure you'll want to talk more about that tomorrow night.
Yes, yeah, I've got a few quotes for you.
In fact, here's your teaser. Tomorrow night's game has a major connection to Army football.
Okay.
Just wait. A major connection to Army football. You'll hear about it tomorrow night when we bring you the varsity game with the Sunnyvale Raiders. Deep pass down the right sideline. It is picked off by the Cardinals up the left sideline. 10-5. Touchdown. Pick 6 for your Cardinals. That's Josh Nicholas, sophomore number 5, taking it to the house. Defensive score, pick 6. And the Cardinals have cut this Sunnyvale lead down to 13-6.
Ball was thrown into triple coverage, and usually good things do not happen when you force the ball in there. So on that tip drill, pick six was created. It's good concentration by Nicholas.
All right, I'm going to ask our boss lady, Debbie, over here. Are we happy with everything that's going? Ready to go? All right, well, we are going to sign off now. It has been a successful test drive of tonight's action, JV football on a Thursday night. We appreciate you spending a few minutes with us. We will be back tomorrow evening, Friday night, lights, 7 p.m. pregame show, 7:30 kickoff, as usual on the Melissa Cardinals Network, but this time via video and audio. If you want to listen on the Mixler app or on the Melissa ISD website as a normal radio listener, you can do that. But you're going to want to be on the YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com, search Melissa ISD, and you can watch and listen along the way. So thank you for spending a few minutes with us. We're going to see you tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air for Melissa Cardinals action as the Sunnyvale Raiders are in town. For Coach Kenny Deal and all the fans and friends here in the booth, this is Trey Graham saying good night from Melissa, Texas. With a few seconds left in the commercial or whatever, I'll point back to us, and you'll come back to us, or you'll go back to the field. And audio sounded fine here. Audio sounded fine, Brett, for you.
More than fine. Yes. More than fine.
Were we catch any crowd noise in the background of the stuff?
I didn't hear any. I mean,
okay, because the mic is hot. That's one of the things where which I don't know. We can, if you still, I don't know. I'm gonna try.
You had to be able to hear Duke out there.
This is the one that controls that right there.
this one.
Yeah, that should control it.
Hey, Trey. So if it gets too much, just that tip of that corner, whatever the sing zone is. I know, but it's just like you're, because that's where the guy caught it.
Yeah, he scored right over here.
Yeah, I mean the camera's not. We would obviously track it. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we're not using that right now.
But we're gonna have to move this way some, he said.
Just I want to go a little bit further because when I was looking this direction, I was catching the corner of the glass right here.
That way or this way?
That way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's up to you guys. However you need to box out the other people over there.
We're also going to come set that up before we go to dinner. So about 4:30 or 5, we're going to set that up and claim our real estate before the other two people get here.
Yep. Yep.
So are you good?
I think so, yes. Remember, 28-minute halftime, so you can decide what you want to do. If you're going to show the band,
I think it's going to
might as well.
It's probably just keep it in the dead center.
We have Murphy's interview, or whoever the guest is. This week it's Murphy. So,
and then
so how does that? Are we on the radio as well, Mixer?
No, I said that wrong. I said that wrong. Yes, we could be, but actually we just were. So yes.
Right, you're doing both.
So I didn't know if you could do Murphy going and then the band's going. How does that work?
Well,
Will he be talking over the
Yes,
showing the
he'll
band?
be talking over the crowd noise or the band.
I think that still works.
Yes.
It all works.
Yes.
Now,
So yes, we were both Mixler now, and so if I go here to our Mixler app,
because you did the ads too. You run the ads.
I heard the ads coming through it
yes,
myself earlier.
which is not Mixler required. Okay, but this will
Is there a
publish.
way that maybe we could do, like, let the band be like just the first song or like a part of it, and then you say, now we'll break from hearing this and we'll go into the interview? I was just thinking if I was a band parent, you know how you said, will that be okay? I'm just trying to think.
Well, and I don't know, for me perspective, I understand the band parent, that my kids were both in it too, but usually isn't it the visiting team's band is up first?
They go
Oh,
first.
that's smart.
So
So
it's
for
the
you know,